Hello, so for the Haydn concerto I'm practicing an extended passage that uses détaché so that I can exercise my refined détaché. And for those of you who didn't follow the journey too closely, it's the idea that each beginning of each stroke has a little bit of an action from the hand, so that the beginning of the note ideally becomes very clear, and I still have to trust that this is what will happen, because right now the beginnings have a tendency of being more crunched. But the alternatives that I learned before that was just the basic détaché. That's the most important part, that it is a movement from the lower arm, and more like, I mean, if you put the violin, the string on the, if you put the bow on the string and have just a little bit of feeling of connection, or the string being caught by the bow, and then you move your arm with flexible fingers or loose fingers in the bow, just draw, you say that, pull, pull, and then push. Of course the sound has a definite beginning, but maybe it's not like popping out as much as it could be. Okay, so I have a passage in like arpeggios, C major, then that's C7 actually, with like B flat, and then goes through A, and then D minor, and then G major, and ends with C major, and it always goes down. So we start with the C as the base of the arpeggio and end up with the lower one. Okay, and I'm trying to give each of these, each of these arpeggios is repeated, and I do different things. For the first ones, I do the first one in forte and the second in piano, and then I kind of play them in groups of two. So I do like the A major like forte, and then the D minor softer, both repeats, and then the G, like, which is the dominant, I do much more strongly, and it's also the most expensive of those, because it goes really to 3 full octaves, and and then there is the release, so to speak, going back to the C major, and I try to play that a little bit more playful. So let me find the original, the beginning C, fourth position, and then try to memorize those so that I could watch what my arm is doing, because overall I want to have like even movement in the upper arm for the string changes, but then if there's only just like see some movement in the upper arm, but maybe I can use my trick of resting the upper arm against the back of my chair for those. So for those I only want to move the lower arm and have the upper arm like more or less quiet, which is difficult for me because I feel like I don't have that kind of flexibility. So but yeah, so in one sense it's straining my arm a bit, in the other thing, and in the other sense I think like it would be much easier if I would do it, so I'm trying to get this like flexibility. Okay, so let's see how that works. Yeah, I feel like I'm not getting through this whole thing without pausing. So I think that's okay for me now for this video, or I might just stop the video for now so it's not getting too long, and then continue to practice this offline. Yeah, that's what I do. The other thing that I just remembered is if I do these, two things. One is the wrist cannot be too flat, it has to be a little bit higher, which is one of my habits, to have it flatter, so I need to watch out for that. The other is, and I think I did well with that, is not to feel the impulse of each of these in my whole body and show it by doing things that are really not reinforcing what I'm doing, but working against me. But it feels so natural to give this extra push, right? So to really isolate the action of the arm from whatever else is happening in my body. And for now I'm happy if the remainder of my body is just sitting there like loose and without strain, but not trying to do something independent